Hello, and welcome to another episode of Disney Joys. This is another part of the frequently asked questions. So one question that I get a lot, and especially now with applications coming out and everything, everyone's wondering about roommates. What do I do? So basically, there are two options that you can go about with roommates. There is random roommates or picking your roommate. Now, random roommate is you do nothing, you fill out the dorm's paperwork with your preferences of where you want to live and how many people, how many rooms, and then that's it. That's it if you want a random roommate. Now, other people that pick their roommate, that's sort of also divided into two parts. So one part is obviously you know someone, maybe you're best friends, maybe you go to college together, and you can put down each other's names, you can request each other, or a lot of people on the Facebook page, or there's other roommate finding pages, post surveys, and then you read through each other's surveys and say, hey, we like a lot of the same things, let's be besties. Now, some little side notes about that. Some people really want to be roommates with people that have the same role as them. And hey, if you want to have somebody with the same role, maybe you can, relate, unwind after work, talk about the same things, that's really cool. But keep in mind that you might be co-workers, especially if you get something really limited like the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. There's only two locations. There's Cinderella's Castle or Downtown Disney, if you have that role. So if you are roommates with that person, you're guaranteed to know them. You're already going to be best friends with them, so why not make more connections, meet more people, and be roommates with somebody different? One thing that was really unique with there were 6 people in my apartment, and one thing that was really unique with us is that we all worked in Magic Kingdom. Now, 2 of my roommates were character performers, so they worked in all 4 parks. So it's really interesting because we had 2 quick service food and beverage, we had 2 character performers, 1 attractions, and then I worked at the boutique, and we all got stationed at Magic Kingdom. So that was something cool that we kind of could relate to. But that being said, I was kind of thankful that I had my character performer roommates because they could tell me how it is working at Epcot or how it is working at Animal Kingdom because it's so different. And, even the different roles, I just feel like I learned so much more about the program and just so much more about the company because I had a roommate that worked attractions. I had a roommate that worked quick service food and beverage. So I kind of learned about the different roles, the positive, the negatives, how it was on a daily basis for those people with those roles. And like I said, I had more friends. I had my roommate friends that I could go to the parks with. And I had my coworker friends that I could go to the parks with as well and do other things outside the parks, of course, too. So my personal preference is maybe broaden your horizons. You don't have to have somebody with the same role as you. But I know a lot of people do that, and that's really cool. One other thing, too, to keep in mind is that you're going to meet people from all over. I'm from Illinois, and I go to school in Wisconsin. One of my roommates was from Illinois. One was from Florida. One was from North Carolina. One was from New York, and one was from Alabama. And I loved it. There was 3 from the north and 3 from the south. So our accents were super fun. It was just crazy living with somebody completely different than me. But you have to keep an open mind. My roommate was from North Carolina, the one that I shared a room with. And at nighttime she would go and say, oh, do you want me to cut the light out? Excuse me, what? What did you say? Turn the light off? Okay, yes, please turn the light off. It's little things like that you have no idea. And even the first time you meet on Facebook, everyone speaks the same. You picture them having a voice in your head or speaking the same way that you do. And the first time they say hello to you, they may have the craziest accent. The craziest. And I know I have an accent too. They always make fun of me. But I don't know, just some things to keep in mind. Now, some advantages, obviously, of being roommates with your best friend from high school or a friend from college, you know them. You know if you'll get along or not, especially if you're already roommates or your siblings or something like that. If you're feeling homesick, there's that person that you know that can relate to how it is living from the same place or city or state that you're from. So that is one, upside for that. But again, I don't know. I'm kind of wild and crazy and I want to meet new people. Another thing, though, about picking your roommates in advance is that you guys can all discuss things on Facebook. You can decide who lives close, who can bring a TV, because there's not one provided, who can bring a vacuum, who can bring stuff like that. We had a roommate from Florida, and so she provided a ton of stuff for us, and it was super, super helpful. And along with appliances and other things like that, you need to decide who's flying and who's driving, because you need a car. Somebody in your apartment needs to have a car. We had 3 cars and 6 people, and it was rough. Like, I didn't have a car and it was really hard to go grocery shopping, and my roommates were super, super generous. Like, right off the bat, my roommate had picked me up from the car place when my car had broken down, my engine blew out. Really big planner, so I want to know, like, will we have a TV or not? Will we have a car or not? And those kind of things you can only know if you pick roommates before you get down there. So that's just something to kind of think about and consider. Have fun. Have an open mind. Make sure that it's somebody you can live with. Yes, it's super awesome if your favorite princess or your favorite ride is the same, but if they have a favorite character than you, a different favorite character, I'm sure you'll be fine and I'm sure you'll get along just great, you know? So just keep an open mind, have fun, make sure you're looking at the important things on those roommate surveys, like, do they smoke? Because if you know, some people, maybe you don't care, maybe your family smokes so you don't care, but other people that don't smoke and don't know anybody that smokes and don't like people that smoke, your stuff's gonna smell like smoke. You share a closet. Both of you share a closet. Maybe 3 people are sharing that closet. So just little things like that that are more important. And alcohol too. Ooh, that'll be another video. All right, well, that's it for now. Let me know if you have any questions, comment below, and I'll hopefully post another video soon. Thanks for watching Disney Joys. Bye.